Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 2 with our Shark Week. I've made a few little changes here. I hope everyone doesn't get too mad because I got 2 of our sharks. Cut an elusive crazy fan of battering crazies, but I'm at least keeping 3 sharks in, and I also cut the 6 mana one because that's just unplayable. I'm sorry, I can't play that card and expect to be even semi-competitive. So anyway, I did add some cards. We added some Cure the Crashing Wave main board and Nissa Worldwaker, but we're going to call her Nissa Sharkwaker. And she's going to make sharks, not elemental creatures, just for storyline here. So anyway, I think that this is a perfect fit for Nissa as it's a tempo deck, and I think Nissa works perfectly in a deck where you're going to be returning stuff, countering stuff, and then dropping a Nissa. So we're going to try her out, see how well she works in the deck. But anyway, before we get started on another match, I'm going to go ahead and do some shameful self-promotion here. We started a website to sell cards here at a local game store. These are going to help us get the new studio. We've only got a few cards up right now, but you can go to jratgames.com and then click on the Rogue Deck Builder, go to Shop, and then click on, you go to Shop here, and then click on the Rogue Deck Builder icon. It will bring us some cards here that we're actually selling. We have multiple copies of these. Kind of our overstock. We have too many of these cards for our in-store. A lot of them are reasonably priced. Thoughtseizes is at $15, Ramaz $20, and Stormbreath at $13, for example. Pretty reasonably priced. If you'd like to help support our move to our new studio, all this will directly go to fund it. We'll be able to do live stream. I'm going to start a Twitch account. We'll have a faster internet connection there. Unfortunately, I can't do Twitch or any sort of live streaming at the store we currently at because the internet that we have available here only goes to about 1 up, which is impossible to do streaming with only 1 megabyte upload speed. So anywho, this will all of these cards, if you buy a card from JX Games, it will go directly to funding that new studio. So if you do have some excess cash and need some Thoughtseize or Stormbreath or Bramaz or whatnot, we'll put some more cards on here as time goes on. Definitely go check it out, and it goes towards helping a good cause. Anyway, we'll go over to the deck again. Added a negate into the side or into the main board again because we're going to try to go for more of a tempo route. Cut an opportunity, added a Cure. I think Cure is a better card draw than maybe opportunity. And we're going to go to the play lobby here and see if we can get there's one ready to go here. Go ahead and use our Shark deck. Alrighty, so move this back over. Yes, we like to play first. In the tempo deck, we would like to play first. This is a keepable hand. We have 3 cards. We have 2 Horizon Chimeras as well as 2 Dissolves and a Temple of Mystery to find something else that's juicy. So this is a pretty good deck, or a pretty good draw here. No sharks in our opening hand. Kind of disappointing for Shark Week, but these are kind of not sharks, but we'll call them sharks for the sake of the argument. Temple of Mystery comes out here into play, and we will scry away that opportunity. I don't think we want an opportunity with no way to cast it in the upcoming future. I mean, 2 Horizon Chimeras, opportunity becomes a little bit more powerful. I might actually go Jace's Ingenuity over opportunity. It is 1 less mana for 1 less card, but it curves out a lot better with Horizon Chimera. So up against a Steam Vents, I haven't seen a Steam Vents in quite a while. We'll play an island and pass the turn. And hopefully he has no turn 2 because we can't actually interact with a turn 2. He does not. Now we do have Dissolve up for anything and a Breeding Pool. We'll go ahead and slap out this island and pass the turn. Dissolve will help us scry as well, hopefully find into one of our win conditions. See if he is at Charms or something in a turn. He's going to Lightning Strike me. I'm okay with that, as Horizon Chimera can definitely gain me back a lot of life in the foreseeable future. No play on his part. So it looks like it's going to be just an Is It tempo deck. So it's going to be tempo versus tempo, Simic versus Is It. We have a Boon Satyr. Too bad we didn't draw that last turn because it would have allowed us to actually flash something in. So again, no play. Let's hope he throws out like a Rouse Eric and does like 3 damage to me. That'd be ideal. It's going to be a Jace, Architect of Thought. Let's see what he does. I'm not even going to dissolve it because I think I can kill it. Yep, I just rather kill it with the Horizon Chimera. So I'm going to give him the Shock or the lands. No, I'm going to give him the Mutavault, the island, and the Shock over the Mutavault. I think that's actually, I don't care about, well, the Shock actually kills a Boon Satyr. So it's going to be lands or the Shock. I guarantee he's going to take the lands here. Pretty weak Jace. But again, the reason why I didn't dissolve it because I'd rather just get a Horizon Chimera to beat it down. And what did he take? He did take the lands. Again, that was a weird split. He'd probably take the pile with 2 cards in it. But I do think that Horizon Chimera is a little more powerful than Boon Satyr here. It'll get us back a life. We get a kill Jace. So Jace is quite weak. There's a Breaching Hippocamp. And Breeding Pool to play tap's fine. There's no point to playing it any other way. We're going to kill a Jace here. And now we're looking really good because the Lightning Strike didn't really do much now with the Horizon Chimera gaining us cards. And now I'm just going to start dissolving anything he puts out. If he tries to put like a Keranos this turn, I'm going to dissolve it. If he tries to put out another Jace, I probably at this point will dissolve it. Because even if I did flash in a... Actually, if I flashed in a Boon Satyr, I could... Well, he could use a shock or a lightning... Or just a shock to save it. So maybe I won't. But yeah, Keranos absolutely needs to be dissolved. And we are in the driver's seat for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bottom of the breeding pool. And again, usually in tempo deck, it's the person that acts last wins the game. And so since I've been able to flash in stuff and keep up dissolves, it's been a little bit in my favor here. So again, Chimera is going to get in there for 3. We can dissolve or flash in another one. At this point, I don't think I worry too much about Jace's. Young Pyromancer, I don't believe I need to dissolve it. So Mutavault, I could flash something to kill it, but they're all 2 toughness, so I'm not too worried about that. Especially with my life total with 3 Horizon Chimeras, this is going to be really easy to deal with. So I hope it's like a Lightning Strike on Horizon Chimera, as I could just... Yeah, I could Boon Satyr in response to that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap in it. I'm going to get another Horizon Chimera here. Flash it in. And now you can kill one of them with like a Lightning Strike, but it's fine. We'll have another one up. So it's going to be a burn on a Horizon Chimera. He gets a dude as well. Got to worry about Young Pyromancer becoming out of control. I think I might actually flash in another Horizon Chimera right here. No, I think we just keep up Dissolve. I kind of want to... You know what? I actually am going to Boon Satyr. Put him on a clock. He's down to a 10. And the Boon Satyr, or the Horizon Chimera is now, he has to use 2 cards on it if he wants to kill it. Now it looks like he's just going to swing in with the team. All right, so now we can just keep up Dissolve to kind of win the game. I could actually go for it with a Boon Satyr. And he's going to stoke the flames on my Horizon Chimera, which is going to get dissolved. And I think that at this point, a Mutavault is not necessary. We're going to put on the bottom, and especially if we draw into the Simic Charm here, we just win. And as a Shamble Shark, that's something we can actually flash in and end a turn. So it's but it's just a tempo burn deck. Young Pyromancer is the engine. He's going to go down to a 3. And again, Shamble Shark can come in at the end of turn, depending on what he does here. I might just need to flash in to block the Young Pyromancer. He's got plenty of lands. Yeah, I think I don't do anything here because I want enough ways to actually kill him off. Because what he's got to do is he's got to kill the Boon Satyr or the Chimera. And this gives me a lot of ways to react. So he's got 3 cards in hand and 5 mana. So Polymorphous Jest on, so both creatures until the turn, creatures lose all their abilities including 1 and frogs. That's not going to affect the bestow. We'll give him a blocker for my Shamble Shark, though. But he's still got to do something about the Horizon Chimera, which does not fly or does not trample. So let's see how he blocks here.
This is my table. I paid for it.
So I think I do go for it here. We flash in. Boon Satyr number 2. And see if that does a job. It does. So we didn't win it with any sharks, but at least we... oh, we did. We won it with a shark. A Shamble Shark won the game. So Shark Week continues. See what we would have drawn here. Another Battering Crasis. We'll go to the sideboard here. Unfortunately, Battering Crasis is kind of bad in this matchup. I do like Evolving Crasis, though. Or Elusive Crasive. I think it's pretty decent. Mistcutter Hydra is not bad. It does have protection from blue. I don't know exactly how many blue cards he's going to utilize, but I think the Ooze is fine in this matchup. Well, I only saw Young Pyromancer, so, excuse me, Negates and Dispels are going to come in. Cura seems pretty good in this matchup as well, and so 3 cards need to come out. I think that the weakest cards are going to be probably like Shamble Sharks. I don't want to go too low on the creature count, or the Screeching Hippocamps are actually going to be the weakest card. I'm going to take these out, and I think we're going to call this good. I didn't see anything that Reclamation Sage can hit. I don't really know if Scavenging Ooze is the right play here or not. It does evolve our Shamble Sharks. Maybe I'll put in an Ooze. I think Opportunity is actually incredibly strong here, but Ooze just might be... Nah, and here's a little bug, too. It's not going to allow me to add anything here. It might be adding... There we go. Sometimes the MTGO just completely bugs out, and when you try to move stuff in and out, it doesn't even show you. But Ooze, I'm going to take out a Shamble Shark, 2 Shamble Sharks for 2 Oozes. And yes, we're down on the Sharks, but we still have a few Sharks in here. Submit this deck. This is not going to be a keepable hand. Double Mutavault will not get the job done, so we'll mulligan it away. Yeah, very good hand. 2 Cura, Simic Charm. If he can actually interact with Cura, I mean, he does have Burn, and that is Cura's weakness. So maybe Cura is not the right play here. But especially with like Young Pyromancers, they can get very overwhelming here with Cura, because it's Jace is better than Cura is stopping multiple attacks.
How are you? I do for you. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna play this, shoot, and then what?
And that's a really good card here to pick up a Syncopate. We can Temple here, and Breeding Pool, at this point I think in 3 draws I'll have enough to cast Cura, so we'll put it on the bottom. We have another, no, we do not have another Scry. Worst case scenario is he does drop a Young Pyromancer here. It's something that I have 0 ways to actually deal with, and it can get out of control. And it is a Young Pyromancer, so that's bad news for us. Shamble Shark can actually come in and block it, which might be the way to go. But, I mean, he has so many ways like Shocks to deal with it. See, the problem with flashing in a Shamble Shark... That's very interesting that he wants to do that. He knows that I have a Shamble Shark. I might just bounce his Mutavault. Put him back a land. I do think a Shock is in his hand. So I'm thinking the right play here is to bounce this Mutavault back to his hand, take 2. And that puts him back an entire turn. I guarantee a Shock's in his hand. Otherwise, I don't think he would do that with me shocking myself with the Breeding Pool. So if Forest can come out here, I got Syncopate. Syncopate doesn't really help us. But now... Again, he's got to play that Mutavault again. And I can Shamble Shark. I can Shamble Shark and attempt to kill the Young Pyromancer, but yeah, it's very iffy how this is going to work. I might just get out Templed here. Again, Young Pyromancer isn't the most threatening card in Standard, unless you're playing a deck like mine that has 0 ways to interact with it. I have 0 ways to actually get it off the board. It comes out too quick for my Syncopates and Dissolves. So it definitely is the MVP versus my deck. So anywho, we'll pass the turn back to him, see if he does anything in a turn like Shocks me, and then that will give me some more information. But Kiora is, again, Kiora is pretty bad in this as far as that it's not going to be able to deal with. There it is. See, I knew that was in his hand, and he is going to shock me to put out a 1-1. And so now I don't think I need to play her, and especially since he really thought about it, the shock. And he does go for another Mutavault. And again, I kind of want to kill the Mutavault here. But I think the right play is to actually just kill the Young Pyromancer. And hope he doesn't have another shock. I still think Mutavault is the more powerful card. I'm going to take out the Mutavault. And he's still back on lands now. I've really reset him a couple lands here. Hopefully I get something. And Negate is not going to do it. I think it's just going to be Kiora. Shock myself. And I hate to do that. But Kiora does not actually save herself either. It's just going to be to draw a card. Because I can only get up to a 3 and he can do 3 with the Mutavault. So I think I'm just going to draw a card. And that's going to be a good card for the next turn. But Kiora is going to die to a token. I'm most likely to take 4 damage here. Wow, he decides to shock me. He had a shock in his hand. He could have killed the Shamble Shark, saved his Mutavault. Again, maybe I should have gone for the Young Pyromancer, but I didn't expect double shocks in his hand. I wonder if he just decides to go for me completely. He doesn't activate the Mutavault, but it'd be silly not to go for Kiora with at least one of these tokens. And both of his tokens at Kiora. Okay. I'm down to a 4, though. There's really nothing I can do here, especially with a Stoke the Flames. Because, yeah, Krasis can block a 2-1, but then he just kills me with Mutavault activation. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I die no matter what. No matter how I play this, unless somehow... No, it's just going to be Kiora, play Kiora, and then if he decides that... I don't know, if he decides to attack into Kiora, that's the only way I survive. Yeah, Evolving Krasis is the only thing I can do, and then, yep, I take 4 no matter what. The good news is we'll be on the play next turn. Hopefully I'll get to react to a Young Pyromancer. And it looks like he's just going to... He's going to invoke here for a Stoke the Flames, which is a really bad idea because I could have a Dispel in hand. And he wouldn't be able to do anything about it. But anyway, we'll concede that. Go on to the sideboard here. And... yeah, none of these are very good. Maybe Shamble Shark. No, Shamble Shark just seems very weak. It's going to be about me getting the jump. Maybe Opportunity is just bad for another Shamble Shark. I'm going to submit this. Alrighty, yes, we'd like to play first. Negate, 2 Forest, Yamamakos. This is a keepable hand. We got Elusive Krasis and a Horizon Chimera, which is very good versus him. Unfortunately, again, we can't deal with the Young Pyromancer if he has it. So we'll start off here with the Forest, pass the turn. Alright, Ooze is going to be amazing, actually. I don't play it right now because I think I just leave up the Negate. And if he does play a Pyromancer, I might just end up bouncing it here. Yep, I think I have to bounce this guy. He's going to get out of control. Or, I mean, I could have slapped a news there and kept it up with Simic Charm. Yeah. Oh, well, I missed the end step there. I guess, yeah, it probably was the right move to bounce that. It's going to be an elusive Krasis. Hopefully it has no way to kill it. We have a Kiora. We do need to hit that other land. But elusive Krasis can block each turn. If he attacks the young Pyromancer, I have to take it here. Because we can't stop the lightning strike. Oh, Mizium Mortars. Okay, well that just does it. It's going to give me food for the Scavenging Ooze to get, but I mean he's just got so much. Yeah, we just completely missed too on the. I think the best thing to do is just to eat our elusive Krasis, and now he's got to react to this. But unfortunately, the guy has a lot of shocks and Mizium Mortars. It's kind of a rough match, but especially with missing, we could not miss a land there, and we did miss that land drop. Again, we are out of the shock range. I think we will trade with the young Pyromancer. If somehow we can survive this one turn and just keep the Simic Charm up on the Scavenging Ooze, we might be okay. But it looks like he brought in like Mizium Mortars. He's got lightning strikes. He's got shocks. He's going to stoke the flames on a Scavenging Ooze and attacking the young Pyromancer. Yeah, I should have Simic Charmed that guy. That was a terrible mistake on my part. So we can get Kiora here, but I think it's just Horizon Chimera end a turn. And unfortunately, yeah, this young Pyromancer just can keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger with the amount of tokens. I might actually want to flash one of these guys in to block a token. As it's a dissolve even. So we get dissolved here. Gets another guy and we're taking some damage. So there's elusive Krasis. I think that's the right play still, is to... No, it's not. I gotta try something besides an elusive Krasis. Again, I needed to hit a land there. Kiora's not going to do anything. I think he's going to continue to draw answer after answer for us. And we're having to burn ourselves each time we use it. I'm sure another dissolve or a syncopate is in his hand. He's actually leaving up a Stoke the Flames, the way to convoke it. But we have to try. So he's going to Stoke the Flame, this Horizon Chimera. Nope, just shock it. And we go down to a 7, and next turn we're going to proceed to die from the elusive Krasis. He can actually convoke the flames right here to put me down to a 3. A dissolve is going to do nothing for us, especially since we have to shock ourselves again. And that's going to be game. Again, no matter how we split this, it's game. So, a couple of unfortunate lands. There's our lands there that we needed, but the biggest problem I had there is I should have immediately Simic Charm back the young Pyromancer, taking that turn away, dropping elusive Krasis. That would make him play the young Pyromancer the following turn, and then I could have held up either Simic Charm, Negate, that kind of stuff to deal with his other spells from then on out, and then hopefully like flash in some stuff. And then Mizium Mortars wouldn't have... Well, I guess he could have just Mizium Mortars that other turn, but he wouldn't have got another token. I don't know. I think that was winnable, but it was just poor play on my part that lost me the game there. Anyway, this has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.